We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers baseball starts right now. Freddie Peralta will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy really struggled last year. This season's going to be about a bounce-back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
Into the box now, Chris Bryant. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Chris Bryant.
Infield in the overshift here now, the pitch. Sliced hard on the ground, and he's going to have extra bases on the first pitch of the night, and now it'll rattle up against the wall, and he will cruise into second base as he starts things out tonight with a double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Coming to the plate now, Anthony Rizzo. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way. Bryant stands at second with no outs. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit, and they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Hey, not a great start for the pitcher right here. Started off with a double, now add in a single, and one of your middle of the order bats is coming to the dish. Man, I don't think this was the start he was imagining warming up in the bullpen.
And that brings up Javi Baez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-1 home. Grounded up the first baseline. Holt for one. On to first, and it's a double play, though that first run of the ball game is across to score.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
So base is empty now after the double play, and next will be the power hitting catcher Wilson Contreras. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I gotta believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Here's a fly ball, well hit after it is Kane, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap, and he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their third hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
At the plate now, Kyle Schwarber, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. And he fouls this one off. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Outside 2-1, and set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, E-Road. The more that I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner. Give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Only one in the inning for the Cubs. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cubbies are in front 1-0. Tyler Chatwood is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
So coming to the plate, Lorenzo Cain. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
Here it comes, the 3-0. There's ball 4.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Cain runs, hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. And it's 1-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Brewers shortstop ahead with a 3-1 count.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Line toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
In is Christian Yelich. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. Batter-pitcher matchup numbers with Tyler Chatwood. He brings a 4 for 12 line. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
1-2 for Christian Yelich. Has a look, now the pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
First offering on its way. Too high, 1-0.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
2-0 now.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
3-0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Souza is under it. And that's the 3rd out. The Brewers strand a couple. It remains 1-0. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. He'll get us started in the top of the 2nd.
Almora.
Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. Now the 0-1.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Almora with an even count, 2-2.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Let's to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the 2nd.
The second baseman, Nico.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Ball 1. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Here's a pop-up now. Hira is there. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting 8.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Steven Souza Jr. First delivery to him on the way. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Hey, that's not an easy pitch to hold your swing up. I know it looked like it was way off the plate. Good job not swinging at it.
And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. So here's Avisail Garcia. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
No left fielder. Avisail
Here's the first pitch to him.
Garcia.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Fouled off. The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. Chatwood is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's proven to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes, more than you'd like to see.
That's an interesting note, that'd be. And I think one of the things that he doesn't give himself enough credit for, when he falls behind in the count, 2-1, 3-1, he's the kind of guy that's just not going to lay one in there and let you whack it. He'd rather start with a fresh count to a new batter. So I wouldn't look at that as a negative. He just isn't the kind of guy that's real aggressive when he falls behind in the count.
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Justin Smoak, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. 3-1. Here comes the 3-1 pitch.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there, but don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
Line, but speared on a hop. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting it, the first baseman, Justin.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in next, the switch hitting power bat of Justin Smoak. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
The 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it is Almora. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're down 1-0. At the plate, Tyler Chatwood. 9-1-2 due up.
The pitcher, Tyler Chatwood.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Kane on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Now the 1-0. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Now the pitch. Driven nicely into the gap. Rizzo will head for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Here's Javier Baez as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike two. Baez has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have. Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Here's the 1-2.
Ball. I got to count 2-2.
Two out here and a runner at second. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Garcia giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the two-out double. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Leading off the inning, Freddie Peralta, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Freddie Peralta.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
The center fielder.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the center fielder Lorenzo Cain. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Hard hit towards center. Oh, no, he can't hold on to it. He's around first, heading for two. And he'll get in there safely.
Now batting.
Man, I'm not sure what to make of this one. The ball was hit hard, but it looked routine. The only thing I can think of is maybe he lost it in the lights there. That's a tough break.
Digging in now, Brock Holt, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way. Holt, sometimes referred to as the Brock Star. He was a 9th-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
So stepping in, Christian Yelich, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. 0-1 the count. 0-1 count. Here it is. And he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes.
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Brewers strand one. They still trail 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Contreras. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Inside, ball 1.
One run, 4 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. 2-0 now.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Three and 1 to the Cubs left fielder.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in to bat next is Albert Almora. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Keston Hiura, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. And he misses again. 2-0. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. Smoked on the ground left side. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
To the plate now, Omar Narvaez, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
2-1.
I got 2-1 to count.
The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And he fouls this one off. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Fouled away. And that misses for ball 4, and it's first and second now with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Almora's got it, and there is one away.
The third baseman, number 7, Eric Sogard.
So runners at first and second here with one away. And that'll bring in utility man extraordinaire Eric Sogard. From the stretch.
1-1. Count 1-0.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. One as he cut it. It misses 2-1. Pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it is Almora. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
The first baseman, number 12, Justin Smoke.
So the switch hitter Justin Smoke steps up. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
And a ball 1-0. One and one the count to the Brewers first baseman.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive it a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Lays off 2-2 now. 2 down, runners at first and second. Fouled off. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Brewers strand a couple. They trail this one 1-0. Striding in once again, Nico Horner. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him. I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. The throw down to first, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Steven Souza.
Stepping in, Steven Souza looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Garcia has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, Tyler Chatwood.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Tyler Chatwood. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now here's the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they lead it 1-0. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. So now the Brewers pitcher, Freddie Peralta. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now here's the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. Liner towards second. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
In now is Lorenzo Cain as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. 2-0 to the Brewers center fielder.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball, and it sailed on.
3-0 to him now. From the belt, kicks and deals. 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. And he misses there for ball 4, so runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Here's Brock Holt now. A line out and a ground ball for an out on his line so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Big, slow breaking ball, one that drops in for a strike. Up high, 2-1 now.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is looked at for ball 3.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Schwarber has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder, Christian Yelich.
And here's Christian Yelich now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. He's set and the pitch. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
2-0 count, the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
The 3-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Souza is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Keston.
And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. And the fastball is low and inside as he's got to back up to avoid that one.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt you.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And it's fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Still even at 2-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Fastball well outside.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And they will get he's in there. A very close play at first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Trevor McGill answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just one out to get out of it. Stepping in now, Omar Narvaez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. McGill, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance.
Ouch, that one hit him. So our situation has the bases loaded, 2 men out, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, all tied at 1-1. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Chris Bryant. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Grounded weakly to the left. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Digging in to try it again, Anthony Rizzo. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Scooped up. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th. And with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that 2-seamer has a mind of its own.
And he falls behind now, 2-0. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Boy, there aren't many times, D-Row, that you're going to get an infield single that's fielded by the catcher, a la that was a worm burner, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy right there. That's just flat out great hustle, because that's a tough play for the catcher right there. He definitely cleared himself and gave him that throwing lane to first base, but that guy was picking him up and putting him down.
When you get to first base, do you even look into your dugout? Are the guys laughing at you for hitting on that short?
100%. They're laughing hysterically at you. You know what? You take off your BGs, you tell a first base coach that's a line drive in a box score tomorrow.
Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Now the 2-0 in the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
fly ball out to straightaway right field. Yelich is under it. And that retires the side. Cubs strand one. Still tied 1 apiece. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Ready now, Eric Sogard. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
The batter, the first baseman, Justin.
Here's Justin Smoke now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. No hits to this point. And that's too high. Ball 2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
3-0 now. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Stepping up now, Freddie Peralta. A fairly clear sacrifice situation here with 2 on and nobody out. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Throw over to third here, and they'll still wind up getting the force out at third here. Wow. So no hesitation that time fielding the bunt as he rolls the dice on the lead runner, and they get him over at third. And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way. Now the double steal is on here. Fouled away. First and second now, 1 man out. And he sends it the other way toward right center. Souza's after it. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
On to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over. The Brewers strand a couple. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Now batting, Kyle Schwarber. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Kyle Schwarber.
And the pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Looking up is Yelich. Gone. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. Second home run early in the year, and the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight.
Now pitching for the Brewers.
He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. So here's Albert Almora next. No balls and a strike to count. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Nico Horner.
Settling in now, Nico Horner. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. At the plate, Steven Souza. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, no balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And this is high, a ball and a strike. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Here now the 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now 2-1 Chicago.